people just start talking with no context. There's this conversation about Groypers. Ask yourself the 5 W's that they teach you when you take any kind of class in journalism. Who, what, when, where, why. Who are the Groypers? Well, they are followers of the young activist named Nick Fuentes, who rose to prominence around 2017, 2019. I've seen Nick Fuentes on Rumble. He never popped up on TikTok or YouTube until now, 2024, 2025. Out of nowhere, kind of just, anytime I see people pop up and they make such an impact, I start to question things. Because you have to ask yourself, why are they pushing this content now? Groypers are an online far-right extreme movement that tries to ambush conservative events, especially ones hosted by groups like Turning Point USA, by asking hostile questions designed to push a more extreme nationalistic or anti-Semitic agenda. When did this movement start? It really got traction around 2019 when Fuentes and his followers disrupted events and started calling them the Groyper Army. Where did this happen? Their influence grew mainly online, Twitter, X, Telegram. By the way, I could have swore Telegram was being taken down. I could be wrong. YouTube, before Fuentes was banned, but people find a way to get him on there. Either they create accounts, bot accounts for him, and spew out his stuff, and it eventually gets taken down. And at in-person conservative gatherings. Now, why does this happen? They believe mainstream conservatism, what they call conservative Inc., is too soft, too pro-Israel, and too focused on issues with free markets instead of culture and identity. They wanted to radicalize young conservatives by steering them further right. Groypers thrive on division. And just like Antifa, a terrorist group, in my opinion, Groypers want to tear this down from the inside. They want to make mainstream conservatism look corrupt, look weak, or compromised, like what you see Nick Fuentes doing right now, calling out Donald Trump, and what we even see people like Candace Owens doing, questioning and really going after people like Trump and tearing down the Israel connection. Now, you guys, I don't know what to think of this right now. My mind isn't fully made up because I feel that we have become a country of little factions is what we're doing to try to make sense of things. And instead of really looking at the bigger picture, which is this is an up versus down thing. The rich people are controlling the poor people. And if you stuck to that narrative, all of us, the 97% that don't have shit in this country, would come together much faster. So now that you know what Groypers is, go to my YouTube channel, MatchUnfiltered, which is my new channel that I do. As a mother that has a young boy, uses Discord, uses Twitch, uses these platforms, and can be easily influenced. I blame this on the crazy parents out there that are not monitoring their children, that are not having these conversations about what is true, what is not true, how to discern information. This is why critical thinking skills is valuable. To understand that, we could fight all we want against these groups, but unless you have a unity, nothing will ever change. So as long as you have these little factions or these groups, nothing's ever going to change because you're not going to align with each other enough to rise up.